Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for being here today and for watching this video. And in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards. Pile number 1, you're going to be this pale purple crystal here. Pile 2, you're going to be the white crystal here. And pile 3, you're going to be this green merkaba crystal here. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into the reading. Pile 1, so you guys chose this pale purple crystal here. And let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have serpentine here, and it says, embrace transformation. Let go of old patterns and beliefs. Interesting. So I feel like the message from Spirit today, pile 1, is about change. And it's about, I feel like for a lot of you in this pile, it's about an internal change. A change in your belief patterns, a change in your thoughts. Maybe letting go of some patterns or beliefs that no longer serve you, that are no longer in your best interest. So this could be like conditioning. It could be negative thought patterns. It could be beliefs that no longer resonate with you. Whatever it is here, this card is really about embracing transformation and change and letting yourself evolve. Letting yourself become the person you want to be. So I love this energy for you guys. And, you know, it may be helpful for you to keep serpentine around you right now, because I feel like it will aid you in this process of change here. So beautiful. So let's get some more energy. So you have love here. Wow. So for some of you in this pile, this change here or transformation could have to do with love in some way. So maybe this is change within a partnership that you have. Maybe the relationship is changing. Maybe it requires you to let go of some old patterns or some old beliefs that you have. Or this could be maybe a new partner coming in. You know, so if you've been looking for love, this could be someone new coming into your life, you know, causing some sort of change here. But, you know, for most of you, I feel like it involves letting go of some beliefs or thoughts about love here and really letting yourself go through this transformation process and become more whole and become more true to yourself here. So I love that. You also have the ocean's lullaby here with rest and rejuvenation. So Spirit also, you know, wants you to take time to rest right now, pile 1. Take time to maybe just meditate or go within, or you know, even just take a nap or take some time off. You know, there's a need to sort of slow down here with this card. And, you know, the lullaby reminds me of, you know, sleep and rest. And, you know, I feel like there's a strong message coming through here about really making sure that you're taking the time to rest and you're balancing work with play and rest with work, you know, and finding that that beautiful life balance here. So interesting. You also have believe here. And that's beautiful energy because it talks about faith and hope and belief. So, for some of you, it's about believing in your power to change, your ability to change your belief patterns, your thoughts. For some of you, it could be about believing in love again, believing that this love is possible for you or that you'll find this love. So it can resonate in a lot of different ways here, but Spirit is reminding you to, I feel like, believe in yourself and in your power to change here. So I love that. You also have surrender here, and it says, let go of the grip. Life carries you farther when you stop steering the river. Yeah, so there's also a message coming through pile 1, and I feel like this relates to this first card here about surrendering. And maybe this change in thoughts or beliefs has to do with your beliefs about control and surrender, because I feel like for some of you in this pile, you may be trying to control things a little too much, and there's a need to just surrender here and let go and let God, and sort of go with the flow, let things be, and stop holding so tightly onto, thoughts or beliefs or controlling the way things happen. So I feel like for some of you, this transformation here could be about learning how to surrender and really being open to that. So I love that. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the 7 of Wands here, the 7 of Candles. And that can be when, we need to be persistent. We need to be determined about, this change here. We need to just let go and, like I said, surrender to it. And, just keep working towards our dreams, towards our goals. So it makes sense that you got that card here. You also have the moon energy here. And that can be about following our intuition, really listening to what our inner self is telling us, what our higher self is telling us. And it can also be about rest, because we had that card before about resting. Really taking the time to make sure you're getting enough sleep, getting enough rest right now. And, it can also be about our connection with spirit, so I feel like the surrender card also relates to this moon energy here, because, there's a need to sort of surrender to spirit here and just let them guide the way, just like the moon's light can guide you, and spirit is trying to guide you here, and they just want you to surrender to that energy. You also have the 3 of Canes here, which is the 3 of Swords. And that can be when we're feeling disappointed or hurt, or there's a need to heal something. And so for some of you, I feel like, you may have been through something here that disappointed you. It could be in regards to love, but it doesn't have to be, but there's a need to heal something here. And I feel like this card also ties back to this transformation card here about letting go of old patterns and old beliefs. So, sometimes when we've been hurt by someone or something, we tend to hold on to that hurt too long. We tend to just dwell on it and think about it all the time. and it takes over our lives, you know, and it prevents us from moving forward. And so I feel like there is something here that maybe you need to let go of, you know, whether that be hurt or disappointment, or, um, you know, maybe you need to forgive someone or something, or, you know, however it resonates here. But there is a need to sort of, I feel like, let go of some thought or belief pattern here. So interesting. You also have balance here, the Temperance card, which is beautiful because temperance is about healing, and it's about finding that balance, um, and surrendering to spirit as well, you know. So I do feel like there's a need for balance here, and I feel like it has to do with this rest card. I feel like spirit is reminding you to make sure to rest, you know, as you work, as you play. Take that time, you know, that downtime to rest as well, to find that balance. And then again, there's a message here about healing, you know, healing whatever this Three of Swords energy is for you, and letting that inner transformation occur, you know, where you're surrendering to spirit and you're letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, whether that's a thought, a belief, idea, a thing, a place, a person, whatever it is, but really letting go of that, and allowing yourself to go through this inner transformation here. So I love that. So I just want to get one last card here from Spirit to wrap up this reading. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 1, please? Final message or guidance, please. Okay, so you have this card here, and it says, notice the blessings. We have the butterflies on this card, which, again, it's funny that you got this because butterflies represent transformation and change, and that's your message today. So beautiful. So it says, gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. Beautiful energy. So yeah, Spirit really wants to remind you, pile 1, to just be grateful for everything that you have right now, and be grateful for this change that you're going through. You know, be grateful for the love in your life. Be grateful for the rest, you know, be grateful for the surrendering, you know, be grateful for it all, and be in that energy of positivity and gratitude, because that will really, I feel like, uplift you right now, pile 1, and really help you get through anything that you're going through right now. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So you guys chose the white crystal here. And you received topaz here. And it says, find clarity and focus. Trust your inner wisdom. Wow, beautiful energy. So I'm getting the message here from Spirit, pile 2, that there's a need to really focus on something right now. So for some of you, this could be a dream that you have. It could be a goal that you're working towards, a project. It could even be a relationship, you know, or a friendship. Something here that really requires focus right now, and requires you really planning and taking action towards whatever this is here. And Spirit wants you to trust your intuition right now in regards to whatever this is here. really trust your inner wisdom and believe in that, pile 2. And I feel like, there's a need to sort of let go of any distractions here and really just focus on whatever this project or goal is here. So maybe you need to, find a quiet place or a quiet time to really just focus on whatever this is. And don't let outside distractions get in your way right now. So that's sort of the message coming through here. You also have the sea glass here with becoming. Beautiful. So yeah, there is a message here about you being in the process of becoming. So I feel like this is about you becoming the best version of yourself, you becoming the highest version of yourself, and taking those steps to become that, really being focused right now and taking action and believing in yourself and trusting your inner wisdom, trusting where you are being led, trusting in your path. Because I feel like you are in this process of becoming here. We have this sort of mountain of stones here. And I feel like this is you, in each stage becoming the highest version of yourself here. And Spirit just wants you to know that you are in this process right now. And you just need to trust in that process and believe in yourself, pile 2. So I love that. You also have action here. Yeah, and that makes sense because I feel like there is a need to take action here towards whatever this goal or dream is. There's a need to, like I said before, really plan your steps here and take those actions when you need to. And just know that, you are becoming here. You are moving forwards. You are in the process of maybe creating something or achieving something here. And you will get there, pile 2. It's just a matter of taking action when needed. So beautiful. You also have diligence here. Wow. So another card about, being focused, having clarity, and being very diligent towards your goals, towards your dreams, taking action when needed, planning things out, and not letting outside distractions get in your way, but really being diligent about whatever this is here. Even if you just take one small step a day, that's better than nothing, pile 2. So love that. You also have sacred connection here. And it says, open your heart to the unseen. Divine presence meets you where devotion begins. Wow. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is really helping you here. I feel like you are co-creating with the universe here to make whatever this is happen, and Spirit is guiding you here. They are connecting with you, and they want you to know that they are helping you. They are working behind the scenes to co-create this with you here. Even if you can't see it, it's there. And they want you to work with them here. They want you to show your devotion and really connect with Spirit. I feel like maybe for some of you, it may be helpful to connect with your guides or connect with your angels, and really ask them for guidance right now and ask them to be with you on this path, as they are, I feel like already. So I love that. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the 8 of Gifts, which is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is all about working hard, being diligent, taking action, focusing, and working with the universe to create, to manifest. So I do feel like there's a message here that, you are in the process of creating something here or achieving something. And Spirit wants you to know that you will get there. You will get to the top here and you will manifest this. But it's a matter of putting in the action, taking the steps you need to get there and being very diligent right now. You also have the King of Canes here, which is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is someone who is very focused, and he takes action towards his goals. And he is diligent, he plans things, he creates things, he manifests things. And I feel like this is the energy that Spirit wants you to be in, is just this very focused, clear energy where you know what needs to get done and you do it, and you really, if you look at this card, this man is just focusing on something here with his gaze, and he's not looking away. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking of you right now, to really focus on whatever this goal or dream is. And don't let yourself get distracted by anything here. So I love that. You also have the Six of Candles here, which is the Six of Wands. And that's beautiful because it's all about victory and success and achievement. So I do feel like Spirit is letting you know that you will achieve whatever this goal or dream is here. And I feel like it will create a lot of happiness for you and a lot of maybe even fame or, praise for some of you here. But there is something I feel like, excuse me, that will manifest for you here. But you really need to be focused right now, and you really need to be diligent, pile 2. So I love that. You also have the Knight of Good Cheer here, which is the Knight of Cups. And that's beautiful energy as well, because it talks about, when we love something, when we're passionate about something. And, I feel like this also represents Spirit being on your side here, working with you to co-create whatever this is. And they want you to know that they are working with you here, and you will manifest whatever this is. So I love that. So I just want to get one last card here for you guys to wrap up this reading. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Final message or guidance, please, for pile 2. Okay, so you have this card here, and it says, you can't please everyone. And it says, when you're focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. Some folks expect you to act a certain way and march to the beat of their boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have beautiful music inside you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. Wow, I love that for you guys. So yeah, Spirit is really wanting you to really focus on yourself, pile 2, and to work on maybe letting go of others' expectations of you and letting go of the people pleasing, and just living your life according to you and being that beautiful, unique soul that you are, because you are very unique, I feel like, pile 2, and your gifts deserve to be shared. And I feel like, this is really about being in that unicorn energy here, that energy of uniqueness and magic and beauty. And I feel like that's really what Spirit, wants you to step into here. So I love that for you. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile threes. You guys chose the green merkaba here. And you received tiger's eye here. And it says, find courage and confidence. Let your strength guide you. Beautiful. So I feel like there's a message coming through here about maybe getting back your confidence in yourself, finding that courage to push forward, to go after what you want, and to maybe even do things that you haven't, done or haven't pursued, opening your mind to new things and new people. And so I feel like there is, sorry about that, pile three. So I feel like there is a need to really find that strength within you, pile three, to really push forward with your goals and dreams and with your desires, and not let fear stop you or doubt stop you, but really just finding that inner strength and pushing forward right now. So I love that. And you might want to keep tiger's eye crystal near you, because I feel like it will help you in terms of finding this courage and confidence again. So I love that. You also have the narwhal here, and it says uniqueness, personal magic. Yeah, and this card it goes well with this, because it's really about, understanding and appreciating how unique you are and showing that uniqueness to the world, letting it shine, being this unicorn here and embracing your magic, because I feel like this pile is very magical and very unique in some way. I feel like you have gifts and talents that really deserve and need to be shared with others. And Spirit just wants you to step into this unicorn energy here and be that unique, beautiful soul that you are, pile three. So I love that. You also have intuition here. So yeah, there's also a message here about really tuning into your intuition, tuning into that feeling of knowing and the messages from your higher self and from spirit. We have this star here on the third eye, and I feel like this is about you connecting with spirit and connecting with your guides here and really following your intuition and, having the confidence to be the unique soul that you are and to show that to the rest of the world, knowing that you are beautiful and knowing that you are talented and gifted, and and that spirit is working with you here, and they just want you to sort of tune in to their guidance and their messages here. So I love that. You also have ambiance here. And this card reminds me of light, being that beautiful light that you are, pile three, shining that light, being that unique soul and being proud of that and expressing that and having confidence in that, having confidence in yourself and in your goals and in your dreams and in your path, and letting that light just shine, trusting your intuition and finding that inner strength to really be you right now. So I love that. You also have trust yourself. Yeah, this is what I've been saying. It says the wisdom you seek already lives within, quiet, steady, and ready to guide you. Yes. So spirit, is really coming through here with a message about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting in your thoughts and your beliefs, and finding that confidence and courage to just be this unique, beautiful soul that you are, pile three, and know that you have all the wisdom within you here. You don't need to go outside for information or guidance. You have that within you, within your intuition here, within your third eye. So I love that, pile 3. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the World card here, which is beautiful because the World card talks about completion and success and fulfillment, happiness. So I do feel like this is possible for you here, if you're not already in that energy, and Spirit just wants you to be confident in yourself and to move forward and know that you are capable of success and achievement and fulfillment and happiness here. And, they just want you to believe in yourself and trust yourself, like this card says, and just let your light shine here. You also have the 10 of Canes, which is the 10 of Swords energy. And that can be when, we've been through some difficulties, we've had some hardships, and maybe we've lost the confidence in ourselves, or we've lost the strength to, persevere, or, we've lost the courage to do things that we want to do, whatever it is here. But I feel like this is something that, Spirit really wants you to focus on right now, is finding that confidence again, finding that strength, and just pushing forward and shining your light here. So I love that. You also have Sinterklaas here, number 5, which is the Hierophant energy. And that can be about, being that shining light, not only for yourself, but for others, pile 3. It can be about teaching and guiding even. So, I get 2 messages with this card. For some of you, I feel like, maybe you have a calling to be some sort of teacher or guide to others, maybe a spiritual teacher, or some sort of guide, a mentor, But for others of you, I feel like maybe finding a teacher or guide could be helpful for you right now to maybe find your confidence again, to give you back your confidence and your courage. So, this could be about maybe finding a mentor, or finding a counselor to talk to, or, finding someone that's in your situation who's been through it, who can help you, however it resonates here. But I feel like there is a strong message about teaching and guidance here. So interesting. You also have the Ace of Gifts, which is the Ace of Pentacles energy. And that's beautiful because it talks about some sort of opportunity, new opportunity, or new goal, or new prosperity coming in. So this could be you manifesting something here. Or, for some of you, it could be like a new job or a new opportunity. But whatever it is here, I feel like there is something that's just waiting for you here, because we have the present just, sitting outside of this closed door. So I feel like there is some sort of opportunity here that's just waiting for you. And Spirit wants you to know that, this is a beautiful opportunity that I feel like will bring a lot of abundance and happiness here. And they just want you to be open to that. So I love that for you. So I just want to get one last message here to wrap up your reading. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 3, please? Okay, so you have this card here and it says, make waves. And it says, it's your turn to make a splash and rock a few creaky boats. Don't be afraid to get wet. You may fall, you may look foolish, or you may make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and changemaker made waves. You're no different. Wow, I love how that resonates here, because I feel like it really matches, the energy here of your pile. because this card is saying, don't be afraid to get wet, you know, have confidence in yourself and trust in yourself and move forward and shine your light, pile 3. And, you know, like this card says, you may fall or you may look foolish, but you may also make people think in a new way, which is a beautiful thing. So don't be afraid to be yourself and to make waves, to make changes, pile 3. So I love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.